Hello and welcome to the lounge here at First English. This is a spot where a lot of food is served, has been served over time for Bible studies and circles and coffee hours and all different things. All sorts of times that we've celebrated and had lots of food here to eat. And to be honest, I'm kind of hungry. And so I thought maybe this would be a good place to have some food right now. And I was thinking of food because I was thinking of our story in the gospel today. Jesus is with his disciples and they're out teaching and he's healing people, and he's been doing this all day, and it's a huge crowd that came to hear him. And this huge crowd is gathered around. Well, it's starting to get late. And as it gets late, if you're like me, you start to get hungry. And so his disciples, Jesus' disciples said to him, we need to send everybody away. We need to send them all away because it's getting late and it's time to eat and we don't have much. And Jesus asked them, well, what do you have? And they said, well, all we have are these 5 loaves and 2 fish. So all I have 5 orange jelly beans and I have 2 red jelly beans. Now I really like jelly beans, but imagine if I wanted to feed 5,000 people. Actually, there was probably closer to 20,000 people there because there was 5,000 men, it says, not including women and children. So there could have been 15, 20, 25,000 people all gathered around listening to Jesus teach and to speak, and there with his disciples, and they have 5 loaves and 2 fish. Imagine trying to split these jelly beans up into 5,000 pieces, or 15,000, or 20,000. I don't think you'd get a lot of jelly bean. I don't think you'd be very full from that. Even, to be honest with you, 7 jelly beans isn't going to fill me up. I need more like 10. I need, well, or maybe 1,000 jelly beans might even be more realistic. So this isn't very much. And the disciples saw, well, they didn't have very much. Not enough to feed everybody. So they said to Jesus, well, just send them away. Get rid of them. And then they can go take care of themselves. And Jesus says, no. Give me what you have. Jesus says, give me those 5 loaves and those 2 fish. And so the disciples take those 5 loaves and those 2 fish, and they give them to Jesus. And that's all they give to him, those 5 loaves and 2 fish. And he looks up to heaven so that everybody there knows that God is going to do something. He looks up to heaven, and he blesses those 5 loaves and those 2 fish. And he has everybody sit down, and the disciples take that bread and those fish, and they put them into baskets, and they hand them out, and they start passing them around, and you'll never guess what. When they take all those baskets, they find there are thousands of pieces of bread, thousands of fish, more than enough for everyone to eat. All of that, so that no one would go hungry. Jesus fed everyone. The power of God was at work that day, feeding the people. So we know whatever we have, whenever God says, whatever you've got will work, it will. If we say, oh, I don't think I have too much, Jesus, I only have a couple of fish here and a couple of loaves of bread, Jesus says, bring it. I can use it. I will make this work and I will feed everyone. It's pretty awesome what God can do through us. Not because of really all that we have, but because of how good and how powerful God is. God is so good and so powerful and so mighty. There is nothing he cannot do through you. Even making thousands of jelly beans just out of a few.